What's up everybody, it's 2Bricks here, and I'm back with another modification of an official set video, and this one is based off of the TIE Bomber set that we got here, this cheerful little ship that we recently got from LEGO. And I asked you guys if you were interested in seeing it turned into a different ship, which is the TIE Shuttle, or TIE Landing Craft, and overwhelmingly you guys said yes, so here it is. This is a very simple, well, not very simple. It's a modification of the existing set where essentially what I've done is turn the angles of the wings out, hollowed out the central section to make room for passengers, and redesigned this front capsule here to more accurately capture the detail of the TIE Shuttle. So this craft was seen in very briefly in Empire Strikes Back. It is primarily used for transporting Imperial officers and dignitaries kind of ship to ship across the Imperial fleet. So, you know, if you're, say you need to go and report to Darth Vader that you've lost the rebels, and you're pretty sure that Darth Vader is going to choke you out, you hop in one of these, and you go over there and you take your medicine, and you face it like a man. So that's basically what this was used for primarily. It really was only glimpsed on screen officially for but a few seconds. And but since then it's been kind of fleshed out and used in other roles, and there are other variations where there's a different looking front section to this module right here, and there's different variations with boarding ramps and other things, but this is the kind of most standard version that I could find that I like because it was in Empire Strikes Back, and Empire Strikes Back is great. So that's what I've gone ahead and done. So I'm really excited to get in here today and show you all of the modifications, how I approach them, and just kind of give you the final result. So this is one of those where the instructions for this are done. You can download them for free right now on my Rubricable page. If you like, while you're there, you can check out my other designs, some of which are free, some of which cost a little bit of money, but that's a great way to support the channel and get yourself a nifty mock if you're interested in such things. So all of that is obviously very much appreciated, but I do thank you just for watching the video, leaving a like, commenting, subscribing, and all those good YouTube things that you can do for free. So thanks very much. Alright, so let's dive in and take a look at the mods that I did to create this TIE Shuttle. Alright, so a little bit of history about this ship, because it is kind of fun. In the original Star Wars, the idea was that Darth Vader would have a TIE fighter, just like the other regular TIEs that are in the trench run, but it would have a red stripe on it so that you would know it was Vader. And the decision was made to actually redesign Vader's ship to look more unique, so that you could pick it out in the battle more easily. I think that was a very smart decision, and so the TIE Advanced X1 was born, and that is, you know, Darth Vader's ship that we see him piloting during the trench run, and it has the wings that face inward like so. And then so based off of that design, it was then decided for Empire Strikes Back that it would be cool to further that kind of design language with the folded in wings for other TIE variants like the TIE Shuttle and the TIE Bomber. But then the decision was made to then further delineate the TIE Bomber and separate it from the TIE Shuttle by having the wings face outwards instead of inwards, because it was only going to be seen for a shot or two from a very far away distance. That would help the audience to understand this was not a TIE Bomber heading from one Star Destroyer to the other, but in fact a different type of ship. So very cool, and obviously the simplest way here to differentiate this ship from a distance would be to switch out those wings, so that was a very smart decision indeed, and I think that's very cool. So the modifications that I've done here, we have the see-through cockpit, which carries over from my previous TIE Bomber mods, which you can check out there. So still room for the pilot, nothing has really changed in that regard, because I felt like this section was looking pretty good. And then once again, as I recommended in the last video, you can check out Scarif Surf Club, the YouTube channel, where there are further mods where you can actually add in a second pilot or a bombardier or an additional trooper to the back section here if you follow the mods that Scarif has recommended. So that's very cool, and that's compatible with what I've done here. It's just kind of an additional thing that you can do, so very fun. And then so the main section here that I've changed obviously is the crew compartment that has been added. So this is a heavily shielded module that was added onto the regular TIE, that is kind of to shield your very important well, VIPs, to make sure that they don't get killed while being transported from one ship to another. It has this very unique looking front section here with all these little teeny tiny details that are added into this front dome part. I'm not really sure exactly what they're supposed to represent, but they're very cool nonetheless. And then I have this section here that you can just simply remove that allows you access to the interior. So we have Admiral Ray Sloan, who came with the initial TIE Bomber set, and she was actually the idea behind doing this mod, because I thought, you know, she's a dignitary, she's an important bigwig in the Empire. She's not just going to simply hang around, you know, getting transported around by a regular old TIE Bomber. She needs a TIE Shuttle, so that's was one of the kind of impetuses for doing this in the first place. So she can fit in there, and also we have Holiday Edition C-3PO and Darth Vader, who are getting together for a family reunion. That can also be fit in here. Obviously, you can fit any old regular minifigures in here, and so we have the seating here for two figures, either face to face or you know, either facing each other or facing forward, and then there's another seat in here for somebody like an Admiral Ray Sloan to be facing backward. This is kind of like the more VIP compartment, I suppose, because it's a single seater for one person that has a little bit more room in there. Like with before, I tried to use as many of the pre-existing pieces that came with the set, so there's some little ugly orange bits and things in here, but that's kind of just the fault of, you know, the pieces that we got with the set. And then it's just very, very simple to add this piece back and close it all up. And I did just add a little bit of a gray, you know, off-color piece right here just to give it some character. And then you can see here there's a single arch piece that is meant to kind of evoke a door that would go between the two cabin sections there, but is really just a support that was really necessary to hold this whole thing together, because the weight of the wings, this whole section right here, having hollowed all of this out where previously there was plates that went right the way through and kind of interlocked, I felt like that was a necessary thing to add. But I think it works pretty well for the, you know, if you're already kind of pretending that this is a fully minifigure sized thing that can carry multiple passengers, presumably not just 3, then you can extend your imagination a little bit further to just pretend that they can fit through this tiny hole. So there you go. So yeah, pretty simple overall. You know, not always the most simple to figure out, but in terms of like once I'd actually done the other modifications to create that whole bomb section and redesign of the mechanism in here, this was a relatively easy thing to figure out in comparison to that. And there is no, you know, there's no boarding ramp or anything like that, but really that's just because if I was to have a boarding ramp in here, I would basically have to rethink the entire design and have room for perhaps only one minifigure to sit in here, or you would have minifigures sitting on top of a boarding ramp, and I just thought it wasn't really worth doing. You know, we're just using our imaginations with these play sets. The ability to fit 3 figures in here, I think, is plenty enough to sell that this is a TIE Shuttle. But yeah, so as far as the wings go, I've added some additional pieces and taken a few away to basically have these fixed in position in the outward angle here, which was something that you're able to do with the original set, is to just bend the wings in and out as you please. And then for this, you know, because they're facing outward, I wanted to have them set at a specific angle. So you can see here this ingot piece goes up against this modified rail piece, plate right here, and just kind of keeps the angle set. And then in the back here we have some plates that are very neatly tucked in here with some curved slopes, and just kind of all pinches it all together and keeps it in the correct angle. So it all just works. You can see there when I put it down there's a little bit of sag, but that's only due to the fact that these are separate modules that are connected, so the wings are their own thing that are just connected with some Technic pins, and so that does introduce just a little bit of movement and a little bit of wobble into the design. Plus, like I said, there was a lot more inner structure through here that was kind of pinching all of this right the way through from tip to tip, kind of keeping it all held in place, and a lot of that is now gone, so there is just a little bit more flex. But as a toy, it works perfectly fine. You can pick it up by the bomb compartment. It's very rugged. There's absolutely no problems there. Obviously, if you turn it all the way upside down, you will lose the little openable hatch there, but I think that's perfectly fine, again, for a toy. Yeah, it does exactly what it needs to do. So yeah, there is my TIE Shuttle modification. I really don't think it was, you know, I think it was something that honestly could have been done as part of the set, to actually just swap out the front pod here and have a different design for the interior for this. And it wouldn't have really taken away much from the set, you know, maybe a switchable bomb mechanism, since it was such a simple, just a push mechanism, you know, have that be removable and instead have some interior space in here. But that's kind of something that LEGO can think about in the future, I guess, is adding more usability and variety to these great designs, because this is a great design on its own, and it's very versatile, and you can see I was easily able to modify it to suit my needs. So yeah, I really like this, and I think I just crave more versatility from LEGO in the future, especially if the price of sets is going to continue to go up and up and up and up, as it has been. So anyway, that's just my little soapbox for the day. No need to pay attention to that. Just getting a little bit bitter about the price of LEGO as we continue into 2023 here, and inflation just doesn't seem to ever want to go away. But as far as this goes, I think very minimal in terms of the additional parts that you need, and there is a parts list included that just tells you only the parts that you need for this, which you can then just upload to Rebrickable or Bricklink and order the pieces that you need to make this mod. So there you go. Hopefully you guys got a kick out of this. Hopefully you guys are excited for the family reunion here between Holiday Vader and Holiday 3PO. I'm going to get to work on the next video. So thanks again for watching, and may the Force be with you.